Hey, what's going on, everyone? It is Camille Aiko. I hope that you are living the life that you love spiritually, mentally, physically, and financially. So go ahead and drop those ones if you're going to be watching this live with me on tonight. Drop a two if you're going to be catching this on replay. Good evening, everyone. Good evening. Drop those ones below for me. Hey, Wilbert, what's happening? What's happening? So we are on our series of Protect Your Vibe. And, protecting your vibe is just so key in life. Hey, what's going on, Rico? Even today it was funny. My sister, her kids were getting on her nerves. Yes, my precious nieces and nephews were getting on her nerves. And when she just came in the room, you just felt the vibe. And I'm like, what's wrong with you? She's like, nothing, And I'm like, no, something's wrong because I feel your energy. And I'm like, so wherever you need to go and whatever you need to do, go do that because we are not feeling this energy that you're giving off right now, right? Like, so your energy will exude from you and it will impact the lives of others that are around you. And if you're not careful, you will catch on to other people's energy. And a lot of times that's negative energy, and that's not what you want to do, right? So you have to make sure that you protect your vibe, you protect your energy, and then you also create energy that is going to be beneficial for the people who are surrounding you. So as you guys are coming on, if you're going to stay on with me on tonight, just drop a one below in the comments. And then if you are catching this on replay, make sure you hit two. And if you're finding any value or if you think this will help somebody else, make sure you hit that share button. So tonight's topic is please yourself before pleasing other people. Have you guys ever noticed that some people are so busy all the time, always on the go, but yet they're never happy? Like they're always exhausted. They're never seem fulfilled. It's just kind of like, I got to go do this next thing. But they're not even excited about the thing that they have to go do. Anybody know any people like that? I know I certainly do. Right? And so oftentimes these people are the very people who are seeking to please others, yet they have not made any time to please themselves. Okay? And the danger in doing that is that oftentimes we lose our identity in trying to please other people. And then we come up in a place where we're confused, we're lost, we don't feel like we have purpose because all of our lives we've been trying to please our parents, and then maybe you were trying to please your spouse, and then maybe you were trying to please your kids, and then it was the coworker, and then it was the person that you found attractive, right? You're always living to please somebody else, and so you end up losing your identity. And eventually your well is going to run dry, right? And you can't pour into somebody else if you are empty, if your vessel is empty. And so, we have a water filtration system, right? And in the water filtration system, you've got your big 3-gallon or so jugs. And then there's a little hose that goes up and you hit the nozzle or whatever. And then the water comes out into the cup. Guys, guess what? If that big 3-gallon jug is empty, then no one's getting any water from out top, right? And so this is a lot of times how our lives are, is that we have people who are hitting the nozzle trying to get life from us, but we have given all that we have gotten because we have been so busy trying to please other people, and we have not put enough focus on pleasing ourselves. If it's not a work activity, then awesome, Nana. And that's the way that it should be, that our vessels are full, that we are replenished, that we are being poured into so that we can pour into others. And the only way that we can get there is if we take care of ourselves first. So what I was saying was sometimes we believe that, if it's not a work activity, then we shouldn't be doing it. It's almost like we feel guilty, or we're so consumed with our work lives that we don't even take time to read a book that's going to pour into us. We don't take time to really spend quality moments with our family members. We don't take time to just get away and take a vacation. Like you deserve to be able to get away and to be by yourself and to spend time with God and to just enjoy life. But we are so busy running around trying to be people pleasers that we completely are being drained, okay? Because we are so busy trying to please everyone else. And so let me just give you an example. Maybe you are a parent, and of course you want to be a good parent, you want to be there for your kids, but here becomes the issue, is that some parents get so consumed in the child that they forget that they actually have something else to be fulfilled in their life. Like they don't do proper planning in their life, where they completely forget that, outside of being little Timmy's mom, that there is a person named Camille here. And of course, that's an example because I don't have any kids, right? So then when it comes down to a point where little Timmy is ready to graduate high school or leave the home, then the mom completely loses who she is, goes into a depression, because for 18 years, 17 years, the only thing she has known is be so-and-so's mother. And so for all of this time, she has just poured herself into being a mom, which of course you want to be a good mom, but even in the midst of parenting, you cannot lose who you are. You need to take time to go and volunteer. You need to take time to participate in that hobby that keeps you interested, that keeps you lively, and because you can be around your kids all the time, but if you are dry and you really have nothing to give them, you are really being more of a detriment to your child by always being in a bad mood, always being negative, because you really are not fulfilled, because you're frustrated that you're running here, there, and everywhere, and you're running all of the errands, and you're not feeling like your life is complete because you are so busy trying to please other people. And for that example, it's your children, right? So be a good parent, but don't lose the fact that there is still a person inside of you that extends beyond the parenting, okay? They are insecure. Some of them are. I'm guilty of being a people pleaser, we have to, okay? So, because if we don't, then we're constantly looking at ourselves feeling like, okay, I have to match up to what they expect me to be. And that is partially society's fault as well. Because when we look at society is constantly putting out messages letting us know that we're not enough. How many commercials have you seen for acne and makeup and different things of that nature, working on the outside, letting us know, hey, you have imperfections that you need to fix. And so even though, their goal is to make some money, right? But they don't really understand how psychologically that is messing people up. Right? So that's kind of a little sidebar. But the fact of the matter is then because we want to make sure that we're living up to society's standards, trying to be a people pleaser, right? Now we're spending more time in the mirror working on our makeup, or we spend more money trying to go buy cosmetics and hair supplies and all of these different things, so that we can please other people, so that we can share with other people like, hey, I am worthy and I want to please you and I want to look my best for you. Because let's be real, most of us, if we didn't have to get up and really get dressed and, do something with ourselves, we probably wouldn't. Y'all, I'm like burning up in here. Right? Got all these lights going. I'm about to pass out. But anyway, so we are continuing to really just live for others. And that's in every aspect, So it's like we would be just fine, just chilling, like in sweats. I mean, I know that I would, you know what I mean? Like even before coming on this live, right? I had my hair wrapped. I didn't have on no lip gloss. I didn't have on a new eyeliner because I was chilling and I was perfectly fine like that. The only reason why I switched up what I look like was because I was coming on here to talk to y'all, right? Now, though that's a minor example because, of course, you know, we still want to at least look presentable, right? But the thing is we can spend so much time. Like some people would go and spend 2 hours on their makeup to spend 2 minutes in front of the camera. Why? Because they want it to look perfected. Why? Because we're constantly trying to please people because we want to be accepted by other people, right? So we have to make sure, you know, when we take a check and we examine what we're spending our time on, right? That our time is being well spent in different areas, not just on trying to please other people. Now, this doesn't mean like don't go volunteer, right? No, you definitely want to volunteer. The thing is as you are pleasing yourself and as you are filling yourself, what's going to happen is you are going to be more prepared and you're going to be more open to help others. I got to turn off this light before I pass out. Hold on. Okay. There's just way too much heat going on. I'm like, do y'all see me like sitting here sweating? Someone help me. Help me. No. All right. But, you know, we just have to make sure that we are pouring into ourselves so that we have something to pour into other people. Otherwise, we're going to be constantly feeling unfulfilled. We're going to be depressed. We're going to be down. We're going to be broken. Why? Because you lived your whole life trying to please your parents. Okay, and there's nothing wrong with wanting to give back to your parents or being in a position where you can say thank you to your parents for all that they have done for you for all your life. But guess what? You know, if they want you to be an ice skater and you don't even know how to skate, like stop trying and you don't even enjoy skating. Stop trying to do everything in your power to become the skater, because what's going to happen is you're going to become resentful and you're going to look back at your parents or maybe your spouse or your children, whoever, and you're going to be mad that you spent your whole life trying to be something that you were not. And so then you later on in life, you're going to be trying to identify, who am I? What has this life been about? You know, what is my purpose? And then we become very unhappy, and then that radiates, and then boom, your vibe is messed up. So if you want to protect your vibe, you've got to learn how to please yourself first. You've got to take an account of, what is this life really about? Where are you spending your time? You know, are you taking those quiet moments in the morning to just be with you? Are you taking those quiet moments in the evening just to spend time by yourself? No kids, no spouse, no nothing, no significant other. Just spend time with Camille. Spend time with Wilbert, right? Spend time with yourself. Just that silence, those silent moments are some of the most important moments to protect your vibe and to be in tune with who you are. It's those moments that is allowing you to be refueled. It's those moments that are helping you to protect your energy. And if you don't do that, you will always be trying to live life on somebody else's terms. You're going to be trying to live life based on what somebody else has said that you should be, and not who God has created you to be. So make sure that you take inventory of your life. Make sure you're not one of those people who are always so busy, but yet they have no joy. They have no happiness, because that is a good indicator that you are living your life to please others and you're not living your life to please yourself. So remember to protect your vibe. So that's episode 8. Okay. Now, on a different note, guys, I talked about this on the other day, just making sure that, you know, if you are going through depression, make sure you talk to someone. Okay. If you guys are really to a point where you're just down and you can't, like, there's no way that you can bounce back. And this really does tie into protect your vibe. But just on a different note. Okay. make sure you talk to someone. It is okay to get a counselor. It is okay to get help. But the number of people, the number of adults in particular that I am seeing just reaching out for help, who are crying out for help, and they're just saying, I'm done with life. I don't want to do this anymore. I'm ready to give up. You know, people are trying to commit suicide. I had a friend who recently tried to commit suicide. You know, guys, we have to be more conscious to even, this is why we have to fill ourselves up, because there's people out here who really need us. And we're strong enough to be there for those people if we protect our vibe and we really fill up, right? So there's the suicide prevention hotline. I don't know what it is, but if anybody does, you can put that in the comments. But we just need to make sure that we are here for people. And we can't really be here for people if we haven't been here for ourselves, right? But it's real. Suicide is real. Depression is real. And it can happen to any one of us if we don't protect ourselves mentally, okay? If we don't protect our vibe, if we don't protect our energy. And so, you know, my prayers are with people who are feeling down, who are feeling depressed. And again, this literally can happen to anyone, okay? Literally. You know, I've had a brother to try and commit suicide. Thank God it was not successful. But the doctor said, you know, had you had done just a little bit more, if you had waited just a little bit longer, you know, your organs would have exploded. Right? If his friends had not gotten him to the hospital in enough time. And we don't ever know what it is that is going to trigger that moment where somebody says, I'm done. This is it. I'm going to try and kill myself because I don't want to go through this life anymore. And so that's why we have to be so careful about what we give off, because it could be that one time where all a person needed or wanted was a hug or a smile or a look of hope. But because we are so into ourselves and we are so negligent of ourselves that we are not paying attention to the people around us and the fact that they need love. They need someone to be there for them. And so, you know, when we are able to please ourselves, that's going to give us enough energy. That's going to give us enough love to be able to pour into someone else. Okay. So reach out to your loved ones, check on their mental health, check on their spiritual being, see where they're at, ask those questions, because they may not always be open to just tell you, but maybe if you ask them, they will begin to open up to you and they'll be able to speak to you about some of the things that are going on in their lives. Okay, guys. So again, for those of you who are going through, my prayers are with you. You can always hit my inbox if you need someone to talk to, if you need prayer, all of that good stuff. Because guys, you aren't in this life alone. You have people who are here for you, even when it seems like that no one else is there and that nobody cares. All right, know that God is there. Know that God will hear your cries. Just hold on. You can pull through situations. All right, and again, this is heavy on my heart tonight. So, you know, and I do know why, but I'm not going to speak about that right now. But guys, it's real. And again, with the number of people that I've even seen in my timeline, this means that it's you all, right? Maybe not you specifically, but it's my Facebook friends as well. Not just people in my personal, like up close life, right? That I know, but it's people everywhere and it's all ages. And it's not just exclusive to one race, not exclusive to one age or one gender, but it's everybody. Everybody is susceptible. So, you know, guard your hearts, guard your minds, guard your eyes, guard your ears, guard all of that, because What you allow into you are those seeds that are being planted, that are causing this depression, that is causing this brokenness, that is causing these feelings of being alone. All right, it is causing you to feel this way, and but you can overcome it. You can definitely overcome it. So that's my time, guys. My name is Camille Aiko, and I hope that you are living the life that you love spiritually, mentally, physically, and financially. Good night.